Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2020 Showcase Awards for Excellence. My name is Stacey Hansel. I'm the Assistant Director General for State Schools Performance, and joining me today is Dave Hartley, the Assistant Director General for Indigenous Education. We are absolutely honoured to be your MCs and hosts for this afternoon. So from wherever you are around Queensland, welcome to today's State Schools presentation.
Thanks, Stacey. Lights, camera, action. It's very, very exciting, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's a wonderful afternoon, Dave.
And Stacey, a little birdie tells me that the evaluation team had a pretty tough time scoring the shortlisted entries.
Absolutely. And can I say an absolutely thank you very much to the state evaluation judges from wherever you were in Queensland. We met Dave for the first time online. We judged online. We participated in very robust conversations over the amazing presentations that we saw. And each of those judges actually shared the stories around saying how privileged they were to be able to not only read about the amazing work happening in state schools, but certainly together the judging was fierce.
So just to confirm, there were no fights, there were no scratches or bruises?
No bruises, no one was injured in the judging, Dave. A great,
Excellent.
robust conversation.
It's a nice way to start this evening's proceedings. So this is the first time in the history of Showcase that we are delivering the awards to you virtually. And to commence our formal proceedings, I would like to invite the school captain and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander senior leader, Jamara Carr-Smith, to do this afternoon's Welcome to Country. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Jamara Carr-Smith, and I'm a proud descendant of the Yuggera people, and I would like to acknowledge my maternal grandmother, Yuggera Elder Faye Carr. I am a Year 12 student, school captain, and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander senior leader at Glenalla State High School, and I'm thankful for this opportunity to be part of this year's Showcase Awards for Excellence in Schools. I would like to respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, which our schools are built, and where we are all gathered across Queensland to view today's awards. I would like to acknowledge their continuous connections to the lands, air, waterways, and recognise that before our schools were built, this land was always a part of teaching and learning. I pay my respects to the elders past and present and acknowledge the important roles they have played and continue to play in our families and communities. I thank them for the positive influence and guidance, and for them for reassuring our memories, traditions, culture, and stories of hopes of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australians are kept alive for more generations to come.
Thank you very much, Jamara. Thank you for writing that special Welcome to Country for us today. Dave, it's an absolute honour to witness our seniors in 2020 and the amazing work that they're doing across our state. And I would now like to invite the Director General for Education, Mr. Tony Cook, PSM, to join us on the stage for our presentation this afternoon. Welcome, Tony.
Thank you, Stacey, and thank you, Dave, and also thank you to Jamara. And also, can I pass on or share my acknowledgement to the traditional custodians and owners of the lands that we're gathered all around Queensland this afternoon. Pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. Can I also acknowledge our Minister Grace Grace, who's with us here in the studio this afternoon. It's great to have the Minister with us, and you'll hear from the Minister very soon. Also to Peter Kelly, the Deputy Director General of State Schools, and also the very exciting job as being the Chair of the Showcase Awards Board. It would have been a very difficult decision. To Showcase Award Board members, thank you for everything that you've done as part of this process as well, and thank you for your time and the commitment that you've put in as part of the awards process. To the Showcase Awards State Evaluation Team and also the Regional Judging Panel members, thank you for your hard work. Congratulations to the Showcase Awards State Finalists. It's a very exciting this afternoon, and I'm sure you're very much looking forward to hearing who the winners of the awards are in the very near future. And also to the Showcase sponsors, thank you for everything that you do. Behind me, you'll see those listed. Thank you for your commitment to education here in Queensland. It's very much appreciated. And finally, to school staff and communities. So thank you again for joining us to celebrate the 2020 Showcase Awards for Excellence here in Queensland for Queensland State Schools. It's an absolute honour as Director General to recognise all the work that schools do every day. As you appreciate, this year it's a little different. It's not a big dinner, it's not a big splash. because of COVID-19, we've had to obviously work in the virtual world, and thank you for everything that schools have done ever since, I think it was probably January or February when the Minister and I first started thinking about the implications of COVID on our education communities, and what schools have done in supporting students, in supporting parents, in supporting communities more broadly, and also supporting each other has been nothing but inspirational. And I've seen that over the last couple of months. I've spoken to principals, I've heard what's happening in school communities, and the fact that schools have been the very heart of what's happening says a lot about the extra efforts that you've put in, the extra work you've put in. And today is just a small recognition, not just of COVID, but of the excellent work that schools do across Queensland every single day. The Showcase Awards recognise initiatives and professional practices that demonstrate how we can learn and work together, leveraging our strengths, our skills, our perspectives, and sharing them with each other. It's by working together that we can address challenges, measure the impact that we're having on learning here in Queensland. We can build expertise and also accelerate statewide improvement in student outcomes. I'm very honoured to have this opportunity to celebrate and reward some of the most outstanding teachers, principals and school communities that we have here in our state schools in Queensland. We've received nominations from state schools right across Queensland, from urban, rural and remote locations, and thank you for everything you've done in those nominations. And I congratulate all nominees and finalists for their outstanding efforts. Congratulations especially to our Showcase Awards state finalists on your success so far, and we'll see how you go this afternoon. You should all be very proud of your achievements and for being named a state finalist. I wish you all the very best for today's announcements. And now it's my great honour to invite our Minister, Minister Grace Grace, to the lectern to say a few words before we start the awards proceedings. Thanks, Minister.
Thank you very much. And can I join Jamara in acknowledging the traditional owners and paying my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Thank you for that lovely warm welcome to country. You did an excellent job. To my Director General Tony Cook, to the Showcase Awards Board Chair and Board members, Peter Kelly, and to all his members, of course, the State Evaluation Team and the Regional Judging Panel members, to the Showcase Awards State Finalists, congratulations to you all. I think there were 93 submissions from all corners of the state, and we have 10 winners to be announced here today. To our Showcase sponsors, to school staff and communities, thank you very much for joining us and good afternoon. I'm so pleased to be here virtually celebrating the 2020 Showcase Awards with you all. And while the format's a little bit different to celebrate our 21st birthday, it's really great to be here for these significant awards, and it is good to know that they still remain strong. As I said, 21 years, and what a way to celebrate our 21st celebration. I've no doubt that the judges did have a hard time, and these awards celebrate the great work of all of our 53,000 strong, more than 53,000 strong teachers and school leaders, and the enthusiasm and passion in which they go about educating our over 570,000 students, and in the course, of course, support the unsung heroes from our school communities. Look, during my many visits as Education Minister to schools, and thank you very much all of you for warmly welcoming me to your schools, I'm constantly amazed to see the wonderful programs and initiatives on offer at state schools right across Queensland. And it's been fantastic to see our schools really step up to the challenge during the COVID-19 World Health pandemic, ensuring that high quality education continued for every student. Our schools went to extraordinary lengths to make sure all students were catered for, and I couldn't be prouder of the effort. And it just goes to show how adaptable our teachers and staff are. This year, there is a new category in the Showcase Awards. One of the best and most wonderful people that I think I've ever met in Bevan Brennan, an amazing educator, and it's the Every Child Needs a Champion Award. And can I acknowledge Bevan's family, I believe, who are watching this afternoon as well. It recognises an outstanding state school team who has implemented a whole school approach to nurture and maximise students' social, emotional and/or physical well-being that has resulted in improved learning outcomes. And I know Bevan would be very proud. To our 2020 state finalists, you are an excellent examples of schools, teachers and school leaders going above and beyond the call of duty. Thank you for reminding us all that Queensland state schools are very much indeed great schools. Before we announce the award winners, I want to thank some important people who have made this event happen. I'd like to thank the members of the regional judging panel, and I can imagine they would have had a pretty tough job, the state evaluation team and the Showcase Awards chair, and board members ably chaired by, as I said, Peter Kelly, for your valued work in helping select our winners. I would also like to thank and acknowledge our award sponsors, CQ University Australia, Education Queensland International, Griffith University, Channel 10, Network 10, Q Super, Queensland Teachers Union, RemServe, Teachers Mutual Bank and TUH Health Fund. Thank you for your support and ongoing partnership. We couldn't do it without you. And of course, a huge congratulations to this year's Showcase Award winners and finalists. Thank you for all your efforts, and I hope you enjoy these 21st celebrations. Well done to all. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Director General and Minister Grace, and thank you for your ongoing support of our great state schools. So Dave, are you ready to go?
Well, I've dry cleaned this suit, so we may as well make a start.
Well, without further ado, let's get the awards ceremony started. Our Showcase Awards finalists for 2020.
The first award is the Network 10 Showcase Award for Excellence in the Early and Primary Years. This award is proudly sponsored by Network 10.
Network 10 is the commercial free-to-air leader in Australian children's television, internally producing more than 150 hours of world-class children's entertainment each year. It's home to popular Australian programs Scope and Totally Wild. Network 10 remains a proud sponsor of the Department of Education's Creative Generation State Schools on Stage and the Showcase Awards for Excellence in Schools.
Let's take a look at our first two finalists.
Berrinba East State School, building children's oral language through connections, kindergarten to prep transition. Recent Australian Early Development Census data showed an increasing number of vulnerable students entering prep at Berrinba East State School had difficulties in communication and language. The school embarked on a journey with local kindergartens to enhance pedagogy and relationships to support children transitioning to school. Teachers saw changes in language development beyond the benefits of attending kindergarten alone. The intensity of the relationship with partner kindergartens created additional value as children attended school more frequently and were more likely to achieve above year level expectations. The Townsville Community Learning Centre, a state special school. All of us a reading journey. The Townsville Community Learning Centre, a state special school, identified difficulties assessing the reading of students with a severe disability, including intellectual disability. A systematic and inclusive approach to teaching, monitoring and assessing reading with a shared belief of high expectations for all students was developed. Staff engaged in professional development to build capability in teaching strategies and analysing data. Through consistent practice, inclusive opportunities and modified booklets, the effort resulted in positive progress in most students' reading, reflecting competent and confident learners. The initiative has led to a transfer of learning to English, maths and science, evidenced by an increase in student progression from highly individualised curriculum to different year-level partial curriculum.
To present the award, I would now like to invite Network 10's Emily Dixon, Totally Wild presenter and producer, to announce the winner.
For many years, Network 10 has been proudly associated with the Queensland Department of Education, celebrating the Showcase Awards for Excellence in Schools. And it is my absolute honour to be here today to announce the winner. The winner of the Network 10 Showcase Award for Excellence in the Early and Primary Years is Berrinba East State School.
Congratulations, Berrinba East State School, and what a wonderful achievement you've won this afternoon. And thank you to Emily Dixon from Network 10. Our second award this afternoon is the Q Super Showcase Award for Excellence in the Secondary Years. This award is proudly sponsored by Q Super.
Q Super is one of Queensland's largest super funds with an award-winning approach that aims to help members achieve their retirement goals. Named 2020 Best Balanced Super Product by Money Magazine, thousands of Department of Education employees are currently Q Super members.
Here are the finalists.
Beenleigh State High School. Beenleigh Readiness, Rise Through Reading. Despite Beenleigh State High School's socio-economic challenges, the school is focusing its efforts on improving student outcomes and academic success through intensive support. With the average literacy skills up to 5 years behind those of higher SES students, the school's leadership collaborated with the University of Melbourne network of schools to improve student literacy. Staff participated wholeheartedly, resulting in the school achieving the 7th most improved school in the state in 2019, including significant gains in closing the gap for Indigenous students. Maroochydore State High School. Experts in curriculum, mastery in the classroom. Maroochydore State High School aims to engage students in their best learning every day. To achieve this, the school has designed a curriculum review process to enhance the capability of staff through peer review and feedback. A panel of teachers regularly evaluates units of work against system and school priorities to find improvement actions. This collaboration and professional dialogue develops curriculum expertise to support mastery in the classroom and has had a positive impact on staff culture. The curriculum review process is robust, transferable, and has delivered improved outcomes for all students.
To present the award this afternoon, I'd like to invite Mark Ram from Q Super, Employee Relationships Manager, to present this afternoon.
Q Super is extremely proud to be associated with these awards that recognises the amazing work that all the staff do across the state for Department of Education, with whom some trust us with their retirement savings. I'm pleased to announce that the winner of this year's Q Super Showcase Award for Excellence in the secondary years is Maroochydore State High School.
Congratulations to Maroochydore State High School, and thank you to Mark Ram and Q Super. The next category is the CQ University Australia Showcase Award for Excellence in Inclusive Education.
At CQ University Australia, we're committed to supporting you through every step of your career. With education options from TAFE certificates and diplomas, professional development courses, undergraduate, postgraduate and research higher degrees, our practical industry-focused approach has seen us rated 5 stars for teacher education by the Good Universities Guide 2021.
Now to the category finalists.
Browns Plains State High School, supporting diverse learning needs. Browns Plains State High School's inclusive education model for students with a disability uses evidence-based strategies. Since 2016, students with a disability have integrated into mainstream classes and are supported by a team teaching model. This has resulted in a cultural shift across the school and its community. Students are now advancing through the Australian curriculum in line with their peers. They are no longer separate. They are front and centre within our school community, academically and socially. Caboolture State High School, building literate futures. Caboolture State High School is building literate futures for students with disability, so when the time comes to leave school, they will have greater choice and brighter futures. The school brought about high-impact changes through prioritising literacy and introducing programs which saw students with disability engaged, participating and achieving within the Australian curriculum. One success story was the introduction of cracking the ABC code as a classroom activity, which is being delivered in inclusive classrooms for all students with learning difficulties in the junior school. Between 2017 and 2019, English A to C for students with a disability increased by 8.5%. By semester 2, 2019, 78.9% of students with a disability were achieving an A to C result. Turangenbar State School, collaboratively building an inclusive school environment. Turangenbar State School committed to improve academic outcomes and support behaviour for students with a disability through inclusive processes and practices. Guided by the Every Student with Disability Succeeding Plan and the School Improvement Hierarchy, the school focused on setting high expectations for all students, building staff capability, and partnering with parents and stakeholders to improve outcomes for all students. These changes resulted in measurable improvements in academic and behavioural outcomes for students with a disability as measured by A2E data and SDA data.
Please welcome Professor Nick Klomp, Vice-Chancellor and President CQ University Australia, to announce the winner.
CQ University Australia is delighted to be sponsoring this Showcase Award for Excellence in Inclusive Education. And without further ado, let me announce the winner. The winner of the CQ University Australia Showcase Award for Excellence in Inclusive Education is Caboolture State High School.
Congratulations, Caboolture State High School, and thank you to CQ University Australia and Professor Klomp. Dave, our next award is all about parents and community engagement. And as principals ourselves, we know the absolute importance of engaging our parents and community in the success of all schools. So I'm looking forward to this category myself. It's sponsored by RemServe. Our next award, Showcase Awards for Excellence in Parent and Community Engagement, sponsored by RemServe.
RemServe understands the value of getting more out of your salary. That is why they are committed to providing better service and ways of doing things. Providing both salary packaging and novated leasing services, RemServe can help you stretch your salary further.
There are two finalists in this category. Let's take a look.
The Laidley District State School, connecting community together. The Laidley District State Schools initiative, Connecting Community Together, saw the school take a lead role in the community group Together for Lockyer. The overarching imperative is to improve the lives of children aged 0 to 8 years. The school created strong partnerships with community and organisations and built capabilities within families to support the initiative. Concerning was the disparity in the percentage of children considered vulnerable at the school being much higher than that of the state average. Through connecting families to their community, the school witnessed growth in their school population, a stabilised school family population, and improvement in the students' literacy and numeracy results. Mullaney State High Flexi School. Choices, chances, changes. Mullaney State High Flexi School prides itself on providing a lasting, positive experience of education that is relevant, empowering, inspiring, and unique. Since 1999, the school has supported vulnerable students to understand success and what it means to achieve in a supportive learning community. Together, the school creates a safe, nurturing learning environment. Its individualised, flexible approach focuses on well-being, self-esteem and resilience. In addition to gaining a broad range of vocational qualifications, students participate in a variety of projects and self-development workshops. The school particularly encourages experimental learning, self-expression, and builds confidence through regular participation in creative and community events.
Please welcome Rob Chambers, General Manager from RemServe Sales and Distribution, to announce the winner.
RemServe is proud to be supporting the Department of Education in the Showcase Awards once again. I'm here to announce the winner of the RemServe Showcase Award for Excellence in Parent and Community Engagement. And the winner is Laidley District State School.
Congratulations, Laidley District State School, and thank you, Rob Chambers and RemServe. The next category this afternoon is the Education Queensland International Showcase Award for Excellence in Global Engagement. This award is proudly sponsored by Education Queensland International.
The Department of Education International contributes to the vibrancy of Queensland schools. Through its internationally recognised programs and partnerships locally and overseas, it is supporting young people and our workforce to be globally competent citizens who can respond positively to a connected, diverse and rapidly changing world.
And here are the finalists.
Kawana Waters State College, broadening cultural perspectives. Culture is what shapes us. It shapes our identity and influences our behaviour. In 2012, Kawana Waters State College undertook a significant shift in mindset in its approach to language and cultural perspectives. The college established a sister school agreement with Kario Senior High School in Japan, engaged in international study tours, implemented a prep to Year 12 language program, and created an attractive and stimulating physical environment that supported and encouraged learning. Broadening cultural perspectives has had a profound and sustained upward effect, with increased numbers of students engaging in language study, increased cultural awareness with parents, and improved data sets. Curwen State High School, a deliberate commitment to global citizenship. Curwen State High School students and staff collaboratively developed and embedded charters for global citizenship and reconciliation. These important artefacts reflect the ideals of intercultural awareness that underpin being a global citizen and an Australian who values reconciliation. The school made a deliberate commitment to bringing the charters to life with exceptional outcomes for students and the wider community. The school community also made an incredible difference through service learning programs in Australia and overseas. The school's outstanding practice in this area is well regarded in the education community and has been shared with other schools.
To present the award, I'd like to invite the Department's Education Queensland International Executive Director, Stephen Biggs, to announce the winner.
And the winner of the Education Queensland International Showcase Award for Excellence in Global Engagement is Curwen State High School.
Congratulations, Curwen State High School, on your win this afternoon, and thank you, Stephen and Regan from Education Queensland International. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave, it's now we're going to take a little bit of a short break and take a trip down memory lane. And so what we're going to do as we celebrate our 21st birthday this year, we're going to take you on a little bit of a journey of memories, see if you can spot some familiar, maybe some much younger faces in the photographs that you might see. Sit back and relax and enjoy State School's 21 years of celebrations.
Welcome back, everyone. And looking at those photos, Stacey, it took me back a little bit. Thank you for the challenge around looking for some familiar faces.
Could you see any, Dave?
I could.
Anyone you want to call out?
Oh, well, what about that youthful-looking DDG of ours?
Yeah, I could see that also.
Back in the day. He looks okay now. He's sitting over there, so I better not say too much. And also, one thing that made me really happy was seeing some very well-known and familiar faces from some of our communities up north and our schools up north too, which actually brings me to our next award. The next category is the Queensland Teachers Union Showcase Award for Excellence in Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Education. This award is proudly sponsored by the Queensland Teachers Union.
The Queensland Teachers Union is again proud to sponsor the Showcase Award for Excellence in Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Education. We acknowledge the traditional Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island owners of the lands and waters of Queensland and pay our respects to elders past, present and future.
There are 2 finalists in this category.
Heatley Secondary College. People, Culture and Country. In its first year, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Art Project, People, Culture and Country improved student engagement and attendance rates through visual art in North Queensland secondary schools and grew to include primary schools and rural and remote schools in subsequent years. Students collaboratively designed, created, published and exhibited pieces of wearable art relating to their Indigenous culture or country. School attendance and engagement rates improved and the school saw an increase in students' self-identity and cultural pride, as well as stronger relationships between students, teachers, parents and the community. Teachers also extended their own knowledge of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander history and culture. Waree State High School, Junior Indigenous Marine and Environmental Cadets Program. The Junior Indigenous Marine and Environmental Cadets Program, or JIMMY, is a traineeship program which cultivates traditional culture and environment to create pathways through education to sustainable careers. JIMMY's core purpose is to ignite and inspire positive change and self-determination. JIMMY is the brainchild of former Australian cricketer Matthew Hayden and philanthropist Guy Reynolds through the Hayden Reynolds Foundation. The program formed partnerships between Waree State High School, TAFE Cairns, local Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community members and local industry partners. Critical to this project is the practical and mentor relationships between students and local businesses, leading to sustainable careers.
To present the award, I'd like to invite Graham Maloney, General Secretary, Queensland Teachers Union.
And the winner of the Queensland Teachers Union Showcase Award for Excellence in Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Education is Heatley Secondary College and the North Queensland Wearable Art Project.
Congratulations, Heatley Secondary College. And Dave, we also need to acknowledge the 10 other schools from across the region in North Queensland who actively participated in this partnership. You are truly changing Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students' lives. And Dave, this was one of the hardest awards to judge. The panel from the state judging panel commented on any one of those schools that had submitted. So if you didn't happen to win this year, we highly recommend you nominate again. It was a phenomenal awards this year.
It was very tough.
Our next award is the Teachers Mutual Bank Showcase Awards for Excellence in Rural and Remote Education, and it's sponsored by Teachers Mutual Bank.
Teachers Mutual Bank is the only member-owned bank for the education sector in Australia. For over 50 years, they've been dedicated to giving educators and their families better financial options. So while you're busy shaping future generations to help them prepare for the next steps, Teachers Mutual Bank will be there to help you achieve your dreams in life. Learn more at tmbank.com.au.
There's 2 finalists in this awards. Let's have a look at them now.
Charleville School of Distance Education, the Western Alliance. The 3 Western Queensland Schools of Distance Education, Mount Isa, Longreach and Charleville, combined resources in 2013 to expand quality learning opportunities for secondary students. This is known as the Western Alliance. It provides Year 7 to 10 students a quality teaching and learning program, offering teachers with subject expertise increased direct teaching of curriculum through increased on-air time, individual support and tutorials, increased variety of elective subjects including vocational training, and engagement with peers through on-air lessons and face-to-face field services. Pomperaw State School, effectively transitioning primary students into high school. Students in Pomperaw face many challenges in transitioning to secondary education, one of the most significant being no access to a local high school. The school created a multifaceted improvement agenda program to help primary students move on to high school and a boarding or residential facility. The school developed a transition to boarding readiness improvement plan with the help of stakeholders and schools across Cape York that informed the improvement initiative. As a result of the initiative, students and their families now begin preparations for their boarding destination as soon as they enter primary school and transition to high school with greater success.
Dave, on behalf of Teachers Mutual Bank, I've got the hot envelope this afternoon and get the pleasure of actually announcing the winner.
Would you like a drum roll?
Yep, drum roll would be great. Thanks, Dave. So the winner of the Teachers Mutual Bank Showcase Awards for Excellence in Rural and Remote Education is Pomperaw State School. Congratulations, Pomperaw State School, and thank you once again to our sponsor, Teachers Mutual Bank.
Our next award is the TUH Health Fund Showcase Award for Excellence in Teaching. This award is proudly sponsored by TUH Health Fund.
TUH is the health fund for Queensland's education community. We have an unmatched understanding of Queensland teachers, support staff and their families, and being member-owned, our competitive products give back more to members when they need us most.
And the finalists are
Vanessa Johnson, Cairns State High School. Vanessa has added to the positive culture of Cairns State High School and strengthened the school's outstanding reputation in the community. Commencing her teaching career in primary, Vanessa adapted to change and challenge by joining the Junior Secondary Initiative, moving into a year coordinator role and implementing a school-wide pastoral care program. She teaches Year 11 and 12 English and Health, works with Year 10 in Connect, Pastoral Care, and enlivens Year 7 with her structured and well-considered lessons. Her teaching is characterised by high-impact strategies, unambiguous learning tasks, step-by-step demonstration, the effective use of technology and engaging activity. Vanessa coordinates curriculum for her team, mentors beginning teachers, and is a true professional. Katrina Hollower, Noosa District State High School. Starting her career as a scientist in a Queensland mine, Katrina identified the underrepresentation of females in STEM careers. Inspired to enable young females to engage in STEM, Katrina went back to university to complete a Bachelor of Education. She has worked in classrooms across Australia, most recently settling at Noosa District State High School as a specialist teacher in chemistry and physics and acting head of Department Science 2019, new pedagogy coordinator and STEM champion. As a graduate of the STEM X Academy in 2016, Katrina works tirelessly Australia-wide to promote and develop STEM programs. Her most recent project is the Athena Project, an advanced STEM immersion program for girls.
Please welcome Rob Seljak, CEO from TUH Health Fund, to announce the winner.
TUH is delighted to be a sponsor of this year's Showcase Excellence Awards. And the winner for the TUH Health Fund Showcase Award for Excellence in Teaching is Katrina Hollower from the Noosa District State High School.
Congratulations, Katrina, and thanks very much, Rob, and to the TUH Health Fund for your sponsorship. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is this year's Awards for Showcase in Excellence in Schools. It's the Griffith University Jack Pizzey Award for Excellence in School Leadership. And I'd like to acknowledge Helen, who's joining us online today. Dave, watching this ceremony, thank you, Helen, for being here. This category honours the memory of Jack Pizzey, who is a former state school teacher and education minister, renowned for his absolute commitment to secondary schooling across Queensland. This award is proudly sponsored by Griffith University.
Griffith University's School of Education and Professional Studies provides research-informed and practice-based pre-service teacher education and professional learning for educators from early childhood through primary and secondary education into adult and vocational education. Striving for excellence in all its endeavours, the school values strong educational leadership.
Here are the two finalists.
Matthew O'Hanlon, Beenleigh State High School. Matthew has been an educator with the Queensland Department of Education since completing studies at Griffith University and Kelvin Grove Teachers College in 1985. School staff, community leaders and peers are regularly impressed with his knowledge and understanding of people and his broad expertise in leadership, governance, management and strategic planning. Matthew has developed many collaborative connections during his 11 years at Beenleigh State High School. He continues to search for innovative ways for the school and general community to benefit long into the future. His greatest legacy will be his commitment, compassion and character. David Saxton, Glenvale State School. David leads Glenvale State School through his vision of learning for life. He models professional and personal behaviours that inspire and motivate students, colleagues and community members to work together to improve the lives of students in his care as well as other school communities. David achieves this through his personal commitment and accountability to the system and its visions and values. His leadership through the COVID-19 shutdown was exemplary. He focused on staff capabilities to deliver high-yield teaching strategies, student well-being, and engagement in education, face-to-face and online.
Please welcome Professor Donna Pendergast, Head and Dean, School of Education and Professional Studies from Griffith University, to announce today's winner.
Griffith University is a proud sponsor of the Griffith University Jack Pizzey Award for Excellence in School Leadership. And the winner of the Griffith University Jack Pizzey Award for Excellence in School Leadership is Matthew O'Hanlon, Beenleigh State High School.
Congratulations, Matthew O'Hanlon, and thank you, Professor Pendergast, and Griffith University as well. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one category left to announce today. The last category for this year's Showcase Awards for Excellence is the inaugural Bevan Brennan Every Child Needs a Champion Award. A very, very special award that means a lot to so many people within the Department of Education. And this award is very proudly sponsored by the Department of Education.
The Department of Education is committed to ensuring Queenslanders have the education and skills they need to contribute to the economic and social development of Queensland. Celebrating 21 years of the Showcase Awards for Excellence in Schools, the Department is proud to sponsor the Bevan Brennan Every Child Needs a Champion Award.
I would now like to invite the Department of Education's Deputy Director General, State Schools and Showcase Awards Board Chair, Mr. Peter Kelly, to present this award.
Thanks, Dave. I'm delighted to once again be part of the Showcase Awards for Excellence in Schools. And I'd like to congratulate all the finalists and all award winners on their contributions to excellence in leadership, engagement, and the kind of education that welcomes and supports every student to succeed. This afternoon, I have the honour of presenting a very special new award. This award honours and celebrates our dear friend and colleague, Bevan Brennan. Any of us who are lucky enough to know Bevan Brennan were also privileged to witness his incredible drive and determination to ensure all students received the support and encouragement they needed to reach their full potential. The Bevan Brennan Every Child Needs a Champion Award recognises an outstanding state finalist program or initiative that improves student learning outcomes through nurturing and maximising students' social, emotional and physical well-being. It is a wonderful testament to Bevan's legacy and the long-standing state schools tradition of supporting every student to succeed that we see such a strong contingent of nominations in this category. It was not an easy decision for the State Evaluation Team and the Showcase Board to select a winner given the calibre of the submissions this year.
I've been involved with Showcase for the full 20 years and I just love Showcase time. I reckon it's one of the premier events of our department. I think it's really important that we showcase our teachers, the leaders of our schools and the children in our schools, because we've got a lot to be proud of, and I think that it's a wonderful opportunity through Showcase to highlight that and to remind ourselves how important state schools are.
No more truer words said, Peter, there. I would imagine Bevan's watching down on us this afternoon.
Exactly.
Let's have a look at the finalists.
Caboolture East Hero Program. The Healthy Emotions Regulate Outcomes, or HERO program, was developed for Caboolture East learners, where every child needs a champion. The unique wellbeing program entwines curriculum and engagement priorities so children can aspire to the traits and strengths of a hero to reach their full potential. The HERO program has increased students' well-being by developing their social, emotional and cognitive capabilities. The program also enabled the school to re-engage students in learning and build student, teacher and parent competence. As a result of the HERO program, student engagement in academic achievement has increased and staff and parent well-being has improved. Yeronga State High School, a school team with a champion for every learner. Yeronga State High School students have diverse, specific and unique needs. To help students achieve to their potential, the school developed a case management structure with a champion supporting every learner through a range of programs. The school is working with students at a critical intersection of their education and lives. Many are refugee students who are living in two worlds, while others are lower socio-economic students who battle with a lack of connection to school and their learning. As a result, the school's Student Support Management Group has become the key component to the whole school approach to supporting student learning and well-being.
And it gives me great pleasure to announce the inaugural winner of the Bevan Brennan Every Child Needs a Champion Award is Caboolture East State School.
Congratulations to Caboolture East State School, and thank you, Peter, for presenting this very special award for us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate the Showcase Award winners for 2020, and a very big thank you to our sponsors, especially Network 10, QSuper, RemServe, Education Queensland International, the Queensland Teachers Union, Queensland Teachers Mutual Bank, TUH Health Fund, Griffith University and CQU University Australia. Their support and ongoing involvement in these awards, Dave, every year assists us in assuring our pursuit for excellence in our state schools is absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, it sure does, Stacey. And also, we need to also thank the Strategic Communication and Engagement Branch for this wonderful first time ever streaming event. Congratulations, team. Well done. So, I would like to welcome Peter Kelly back to close today's official proceedings. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Stacey. Can I start by acknowledging the Minister for Education, the Honourable Grace Grace MP, the Director General, Mr Tony Cook, our Showcase Board members, all of our Showcase State Evaluation Team members and regional selection teams, our award state finalists, our sponsors that Stacey has just mentioned, our MCs, Stacey Hansel, Assistant Director General State Schools, and Dave Hartley, Assistant Director State Schools. Haven't they done a fantastic job? And Jamara Carr-Smith, Year 12 student from Glenalla State High School, for the acknowledgement of country. Thank you to all of you. The Showcase Awards for Excellence in Schools are a familiar fixture in state schooling calendar, and it's been my absolute pleasure today to celebrate this with you all. Queensland State Schools have a long and proud culture of innovation, collaboration and passion, recognised through the Showcase Awards for over 21 years. This year, that same spirit and tradition has carried us through a significant year of disruption. Teachers, school leaders have all engaged to ensure a passionate support for students in their schools. School communities have worked hard to maintain stability and hope throughout this time. We've found new and innovative ways to work, to learn, to grow as a statewide community, united by a common purpose. While the ceremony has taken a different form this year from what we have been used to in previous years, I'm sure you'll all agree that this year, more than ever, the Showcase Awards highlight that when we work collaboratively together and share a common purpose, we can deliver amazing things for the students of Queensland. The quality of the initiatives we've celebrated today demonstrates that despite its many challenges, the circumstances of 2020 have only strengthened the passion of Queensland teachers and leaders to make a difference. What's clear is that we're working together in a truly momentous period of education delivery, and it's revealing a range of new strategies and opportunities that we will get better at doing over time. As we wrap up this afternoon's formalities, I would again like to congratulate all of the finalists and winners and extend my heartfelt thanks to every school who submitted a nomination and to the many individuals that worked hard to build those nominations. And can I also acknowledge the hard work that has gone on behind the scenes in every classroom every day to make those nominations real. While today has been one opportunity to celebrate and acknowledge the powerful contribution that schools are making around the state, this work actually represents a contribution of many, and work that continues to produce a profound and enduring legacy for children and students across this state. We're celebrating the daily triumphs and innovations we see time and again, even in the face of adversity, to do better for our students and honouring the exceptional work that has a widespread and indelible impact not only for students and schools but for the broader community. My challenge to us all is to take this moment and make it matter in our ongoing work, to keep this momentum going year after year. Not for ourselves, not for the rewards or the recognition, but for every child and every student so that they can have the best possible opportunity to flourish and succeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter. That concludes the official proceedings for today, and on behalf of Stacey and myself, it's been an absolute pleasure presenting this evening's presentation. And Stacey, I don't know about you, but I hope we pass the audition.
I hope so too. We've had the Minister, the DG and the DDG in the audience today, so the pressure has been on this afternoon. 20
missed phone calls on your phone. It's Network 10. Apparently you've got a gig on the project tonight.
Excellent, great.
Well done.
Well, thanks very much, Dave. So look, can I thank you all for logging in this afternoon from wherever you are across Queensland. We'd love to see how you celebrated the Showcase 2020 Awards. So watch this space because you'll get an email around how you can send us your photos so that we can watch and see how you enjoyed Showcase 2020. So Dave, thank you.
Nice.
Good afternoon, everyone. And can I just say, happy 21st birthday, Showcase Awards.